This is Rob Issom with the USTA, and this is a quick video on how to add a player manually to an upcoming tournament that you're holding. So the first way I'm going to show you is using batch entry, and I just click here, and once I do, it'll ask which event I'd like to add the player to. I'm going to choose Orange Level 2, co-ed Orange Level 2, and then I need the player's USTA number, and that person had texted this to me. So I just select it and then hit copy, and then here I paste it and then hit continue, and it's that simple. So you do that from the online sanction form. So if I go back to the sanction form, another option is to use TDM. So if I just click TDM over here, and then in the co-ed 10 Orange Level 2, if I hit Add Player, this screen pops up. And if I go back to that text message and I select the second player and then copy their USTA number and I just put the member ID number here, hit search, that player will come up, and then I just hit Add Player. And you could see that it puts this player in TDM, and then also the batch entered player does not automatically appear in TDM. Even if I refresh the screen, it will wait until after the entry deadline, I believe, yeah, for that player to come in. And if I look at the tournament homepage and then hit refresh, I can see how these two players show up. So essentially, if I scroll down to applicants, the one player, Sophia, who I did using the batch entry method, the top player, she shows up under applicants. But the player that I manually entered in TDM, Lynette, she doesn't show up online. So there's an advantage to entering the kid using the batch entry method versus using the TDM ad player. And the advantage is very simply that if you use batch entry, which is right here, then the player and the parent can see that their kid has been successfully entered. So if they've texted you or called you, this is really the most surefire way for you to communicate back to the parent, yep, I received your text, and yes, your son or daughter is now in our tournament. And that's it. So if you have used TDM Ad Player to manually enter players prior to the entry deadline, and you would like those players to display on the home page, all you have to do is under Publish Options, where it says Hide Competitors, be sure to uncheck this box and then save it. Then when you go to the tournament homepage and you refresh it, you'll see a new tab will appear at the bottom, and it's going to say competitors. And so this is where you have the applicants on in this list, and then the competitors in another list. It can be a little bit confusing, and it's for that reason that before the entry deadline, I highly recommend using batch entry to enter all kids that you're manually entering into your tournament. That way all of the online entrants as well as batch entrants appear in the same list. Thanks for watching.